All right, so that's your exercise that you have to play for me 2 times for today's assignment. All right, now what I'm going to do is go through a couple things on how I did that and some things that you want to make sure that you're paying attention to. Sorry that the camera's moving a little bit. Okay, so first off, let's talk about a couple things. You're going to be playing both the low notes and the high notes, right? And I know that you have a little bit of experience with this, but maybe some of you have a lot of experience and some of you have just a little. What I want to do is make sure everybody knows what's going on. So if you know all the fingerings really, really well for the high notes, you don't probably have to watch the rest of this video. But if you're like, I don't know if I could do that, make sure you watch the rest of this video, okay? All right, so let's talk about a couple fingerings real quick, all right? There's one note that we have, or one fingering, I should say, that we have to have down for the notes to be high, all right? And that's the register key. That's on the back, right? We have to have our thumb pushed down, plus we have to use the tip of our thumb to open up that register key. And when we do that, notes that were once low become high notes, right? And that's what I was doing when I was playing the exercise. In fact, measures 1 and measure 2 are the same fingerings for both measures. It's just that I used my register key the second measure and the notes were higher. But the fingerings in the same order and everything were the same. Okay? Same can be said about measures 4 and 5 on our exercise sheet and measures 7 and 8 on our exercise sheet. Measures 2, 4, and or I should say 3, 5, and 7 or something like that, or whatever. There's some rest in there, you know. Okay? So let's go over one other thing that I want you to know about when it comes to your clarinet and some high notes and low notes, okay? So we have what we call the pinky keys. I'm sure you've heard this before, but your left pinky controls this key, and this key too, right? So these three are the 3 pinky keys that I'm talking about, all right? And they have some cousins, if you will, down over on this side of your clarinet, whereas 3 of these keys over here that you play with your left pinky, the same note could be played with your right pinky by using one of these keys. All right. Now keep in mind, and you need to know this, that this involves having all your other fingers down already as well. Okay. So for example, B, or low E or high B, that's your inner tower. That's the one closest to the other keys on your clarinet right here. That has a twin, which is right down here, the lowest, furthest away key, okay? Here's C sharp. We call that the outer tower. It's further away. Well, its other key is right here on the low side, closest to the mouthpiece, okay? C, which is this key here, has this key, and this is the one we actually use the most. All right, and then this last one we're not going to talk about for right now, okay? Because I don't want to confuse you or waste your time. Cool. So here's what we need to do. Okay, whenever we play with our pinkies, all right, we always have to alternate from left to right or right to left. We never do right, right, left, left. It's always right to left or left to right. Okay, that's really important. That's a rule we cannot break, right? There are some rules that's like, it's a suggestion. This is not a suggestion, it's a rule. Okay, so we need to make sure we do that. So when we go, for example, in the first measure starts on G, low G, right? We have 6 fingers, G, F, E. You can keep the F down, back to F, back to G. Next measure, D, C, B, C, D. Same fingerings. The only difference is the register key. Okay, I hope this helps. Practice. If you have any questions, email me. I'm happy to help you, and I can make another video just for you if you need it. Have a great day, and happy practicing.